Shalom. My name is Lamad from the End is Near 2 Camp in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I want to give all praises to Yahawah by Sham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to all the sincere Akim, keeping their garments and laboring in true and sincerity. Today I got some more scriptures pertaining to, coming into the truth. All right, so first scripture is the book of Job, chapter 13, verse 5. I'm sorry, 15. Job chapter 13, verse 15. It says, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him." So, that's Job is basically an example, that we always use as to how, coming into the truth, you're gonna be hit with afflictions and things that, test your faith, so to speak, and your integrity. So it says, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him." So even though, what I'm saying, you're hit with these tests and these afflictions and these hardships and everything that come upon you, you're supposed to maintain your own way. Like, you're not supposed to stray off the straight and narrow path and up in uprightness and righteousness, and keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, and fearing the Most High and believing in Him and having faith. All right. So this is a scripture that basically, alludes to that, or what we would basically bring out at camp to basically give an example of integrity. And basically is a moral integrity is basically having a moral standard, and that's basically what Job had, because he knew that the Most High was with him, basically, or he understood how the Most High works. All right, so the next scripture that I'm gonna get is, let's see. Next scripture I'm gonna get is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. So Baruch chapter 4, verse 1 says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." So we know the scripture is the book. It said this is the book of the commandments of God. That's talking about the Bible. The laws. You know what I'm saying? And it says, "And the law that endure forever." So it says the law endure forever. So when I came into the truth, it was this thing going around with the guy Yahawah, where he was saying the laws are done away with. But once you read the scriptures, and you understand the context, you understand the Old Testament and New Testament, you then realize that there's no way that philosophy of the laws are done away with, like how it goes in the Christian church. You understand that that's not possible, that the laws were given to Israel as an everlasting covenant that's never going to be this the laws were given as a covenant to Israel, and they're not going to be taken away. But you do have Yahawashi, which basically came as a mediator for since our ancestors basically broke the laws, and we're breaking the laws to this day. But we can't keep them 100%, so we have to keep the laws. We're justified through the law of Yahawashi, basically. So it says, "All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die." So that's why that's why you have to keep the laws, basically. All right, because this is what's gonna keep you alive. This is what's gonna like the scriptures talk about, lengthen the days and all that. Let's see, Second Ezra 16:51. It says, "And therefore be ye not like unto nor the works thereof. And therefore be not like thereunto nor to the works thereof. So as far as like the wicked, we're not supposed to be like them. Like, we're supposed to be a shining light. We're supposed to be an example. We're supposed to be the light on that hill. And we're not supposed to conduct ourselves in the manner in which, the two-thirds of our people or the society functions, I mean, of course, we have to live in a society, but, you're not going to be like overly wicked like how you see a lot of our people out here. So it says, and therefore be ye not like uh, thereunto, nor the works thereof. All right. So, 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 so it says, for yet a little iniquity shall be taken for yet a little iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and the righteousness shall reign among you. So we know that the wicked is going to be basically taken out of power, and that the righteousness is gonna basically reign supreme forever. You had these captivities we're in, and now we're living in the last days, and that transition of power is basically taking place. Uh, but you have to have spiritual eyes to be able to see, basically, what's going on though, because the majority of our people they don't have a spiritual eye to see what's going on. Psalms chapter 119 and 104. It says, through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Yeah, it says through thy precepts, we get understanding. So the precepts will be, the Most High's statutes, all right? So it says, through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. And when you come into the truth, you start to have a hatred for iniquity or wickedness, just like just like like how, just say like you watch one of those superhero movies or something, and it's they want justice and all that. That's the same type of mentality that we have. We're looking for justice, we're looking for righteousness, so we hate every false way. This is Isaiah chapter 64 verse 6. It says, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquity like the wind have taken us away. So it says our righteousness is unclean rags, meaning as much, we're basically, like the scriptures say, subject to vanity. So, we can't be perfect, but that's why we need the mediator Yahawashi, because we could be as righteous as we want. Like the scriptures say, um, about he who breaks the least commandments breaks them all. So no matter how righteous we try to be, we're as unclean rags. Um, just like how you have a rag that you use to try and clean something up that's dirty. What I mean? You can try and wash it or whatever, but it's still gonna have dirt or discoloration on it or whatever. Something, what I mean. Um, so this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 2. Says, wherein in times past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. So basically, just like how when you were in the world, in your former conversation, you walked in iniquity and sin and lasciviousness. um so once being returned to the Most High, you're supposed to be trying to get out of the world, not follow the ways of Esau, not follow the ways of the two-third, and be obedient unto the Most High and show integrity. the book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 28. Says, but he said, ye rather, blessed are they that hear the word of the Most High and keep it. So, you got to hear the word, and you have to actually implement or do what the word says. Just like at camp yesterday, we had Israelites come up and they were all cheerleading and all this. I mean, it made me so mad because I hate that cheerleading stuff or whatever. They was all taking. We asked them, don't take pictures of us. Can you not? You could take pictures of the sign, but not of us, and they just did it anyway. And just being cheerleaders or whatever, and that's the Most High don't like that or whatever. You know what I mean? He wants you to actually do what he says to do. So this is the book of Proverbs, 16:6. It said, by mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. So the fear of the Lord, which is something that the Most High has to actually give to you. You can't just, get it yourself, which will be honoring and, reverencing the Most High. And basically, that's how, you depart from evil, because, it's through fear of the Lord that you realize, you're an Israelite and what you have to do and the promises that are going to be given to you and all that. So that's why you try and actually implement them and do them. All right, so Sirach 6:34. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Yeah, so you're supposed to be standing in the midst of learned men that understand the scriptures, keep the laws, that could basically help guide you in ways of righteousness and uprightness. You're not supposed to be surrounding yourselves with fools. You know what I mean? Like the scriptures talk about that. Like videos, what I'm saying? You're supposed to try and watch them and try and learn as much as you can to basically ground yourself and make yourself a vessel fit for the master's use, meat for the master's use. This is Isaiah 34:16. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. So it says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. So we're supposed to seek out of the Bible and actually read, the history, the prophecies, and the commandments of what it's telling us. And it says, no one of these shall fail, because ultimately we know that the prophecies of the Most High is gonna basically come to pass or take place, or so basically it said, no, none shall want her mate, for my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. All right, so the Most High through the Spirit of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi is gonna basically gather the elect through the Word. All right. And I guess I'll end it on that. But I hope this is edifying. Want to give all praises to Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. And shalom to all the sincere Akim. Shalom.